During the 2024 presidential election, Donald Trump ran as the peace candidate. He was going to end all the wars. He was going to end the war in Ukraine in a day, and he was going to bring peace to the Middle East. Well, now he says he wants to commit genocide against the Palestinians. During a recent meeting between him and Benjamin Netanyahu, they had a press conference, and in the press conference, one of the reporters asks, "What are you going to do with all the Palestinians, sir? What's next?" And he's like, quite frankly, they're going to have to leave. They're going to have to leave to some other place that has a lot of humanitarian in their hearts. And you know what? A lot of these people just had bad luck. They just had bad luck. And so he wants to just take over Gaza, and asked if the United States would go in there directly. He basically said yes.
Yeah, well, he said Israel is going to give it to us. Like, it's going to be perfect. We're going to we're going to relocate all the people in Gaza, and we're just going to make it this nice Middle Eastern Riviera.
Yes, he called it the Riviera of the Middle East. What
Yes.
a disgusting human being. What a vile piece of work. I cannot fathom the depravity. This is people's homes. This is people's land that they were bombed to smithereens by the Israeli offensive. Whether or not you can say Israel's right to defend itself is a whole other question. The truth is, Israel bombed that place to hell, killed thousands of civilians unnecessarily, and now Trump is saying, we're going to walk in, we're going to take it, the Palestinians aren't going to go back. You know what? They probably don't even want to go back, and we're going to send them someplace else.
Okay. So, Trump has made overtures about taking over Greenland, about invading Panama to take over the Panama Canal, about annexing Canada. To me, this is the most ridiculous of his claims, and the one that should be taken the least seriously. Are you on board with that?
No.
Really?
I think this is the most serious one.
Really?
I think this is the most likely to happen.
Wow.
I don't think we're going to invade Panama. I don't think we're going to invade Greenland. We're obviously not going to invade Canada, but Gaza was already leveled. There's nobody left in Gaza.
I mean, there are 1.8
Yes.
million people left.
Yes, but they have no infrastructure to fight back.
I think, if anything, it's more about providing cover for Israel to take over it.
Really?
Yeah. I think they're like, Rand Paul tweeted out.
Yes.
Right? Like, what happened to America first? Why are we going to go around the world to annex some tiny little territory?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those, it's silly to Trump and he's throwing it out there. I think he's much more serious about especially Greenland and Panama.
Okay. Okay.
I-
Do you think, like, I picture him, if Israel does this and they annex Gaza or the United States goes in, he's opening up a Trump casino in Gaza.
Sure.
Like, that's obviously happening.
Sure.
And then, like, how, I shouldn't say that. I mean, to me, it gets me so upset because I'm like, how can any person with blood in their veins vote for this guy after he's like, yeah, these people just went through a war. I can't wait to go in there and buy a casino.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
It blows my mind.
Sure. Let's again try to steal man. Try to steal man.
All right.
Because
Keep me honest.
if there are negotiations about I don't know, a two-state solution, which seems absolutely ridiculous and impossible, or any kind of negotiations about the shape of the region and what happens to Gaza after all of the bombing is over. We're in a ceasefire now. Does it give him leverage? Is this him throwing out the very furthest end of an offer?
That's possible. He could, yes.
Right?
Right. Okay.
Right?
You're right. No, you got to keep me honest.
Yes.
The video I posted literally 2 days ago on this channel, we said Trump's a poker player. Don't take anything he says for word.
Yep.
I literally said that, and
Yep.
now I'm doing the opposite of what I said
Yes.
everyone else should
This
do.
is a worry for you during the
Yeah.
Trump administration, because you want to just view him as Hitler. You want to view him as the devil. And I am here to try to bring you back that this is this is a person on Earth.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I know. But you know what it is? If I take his words, he's Hitler. But I just have to believe his words are fake.
Yes.
And he's not actually Hitler.
Yes.
Because
So-
he's not going to become the Hitler that he says he wants to be. Or that he says he's going to be.
Yeah. My
know what I
worry
mean?
though my worry though is that, like, I mean, the Gaza, like, relocating everyone from Gaza, that feels like something he might try to do.
Oh, that would be. I mean, dude,
Right, well, 'cause-
when's the last time we've had a 1.8 million people relocation like that? I mean, like, we're talking about like the India-Pakistan
Yeah.
divide. Like,
I
or
don't
like Sudan.
I
Maybe?
honestly
don't know.
can hardly
Rwanda?
understand how, like, it's hard to fathom what would actually happen because people wouldn't be leaving willingly. So you would be rounding them up and you would be you would be putting them on planes and flying them to other countries
Wow,
where they
it sounds
have.
like Trump's got a lot of good expertise in that already with what he's doing with ICE. So
Yeah.
maybe, but no, seriously.
But I think there's grounds here because rather than like a President Biden who was pushing for his two-state solution and wanted to articulate that, Trump will have the backing of the far-right Israelis in trying to empty out Gaza so that Israel can take it over.
Or America can take it over, right? But this is my issue. Right. Okay.
But like, how are you going to? Here's the thing: Israel could settle Gaza.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have a super easy time doing it, but it could do it. Who are you going to put in Gaza if America takes it over?
But I think you're missing the point. What if America just bought Gaza? What if Israel owns it on paper, but America owns all the buildings? American investors build it up.
Sure.
Right, but to Trump, that's owning it. Right?
Okay.
That's America owning it. And I think that then with that economic tie, well, you don't think America's going to defend that region?
Yeah, you'll have a military base
exactly.
there as well.
So I think that's what he's more getting at, rather than saying, "Oh, this is going to be United States on a map."
Yeah.
It's really going to be like United States is going to buy the real estate. United States businesses are going to move in there and build up a city, which I think is absolutely plausible.
Interesting. I still think it would be because there's a lot that goes into something like that. Like they have to make huge investments in infrastructure. They have to make investments. They have to have a workforce there to do all the work.
Yeah.
Like this is not something that a lot of American companies are going to be chomping at the bit at. Like, oh, this most war-torn place in the world. That's where I want to set up shop.
Right.
That's where I'm going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, and that's where we have to see. That's where we have to, listen to what Trump says, but don't believe it until you see it. Because you have to wait, and you have to wait and see. But I do want to get at how disgusting it is for a second here, and I've already gotten at that. But like also, there are so many voters around the country who were like, no, Trump is the peace candidate. Trump's the one who's going to bring peace to the world. So many Muslim voters who were convinced that Kamala and Genocide Joe were going to destroy their homeland. Guys, yes, they gave weapons to Israel that they absolutely shouldn't have. Under no circumstances should we have been funding Israelis' military the way we did. Under no circumstance. But it is not equivalent to the United States president saying we're just going to take it over.
Oh yeah.
And that's and there are already voters who are looking at this and they're like, what the hell did we do?
Yeah.
Because this is whatever Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did wrong, which they did a lot wrong. This is it to the most extreme level that could not have been fathomed. And this is not something that Trump suggested he was going to do on the campaign trail either. No. So it's really depressing. It's really gross. And I just hope he doesn't do it.